Welcome back to the Big Apple, and to the next installment of what your Deadlock main says about you. In the previous video, we covered the colourful characters of store brand Hellboy, Abrams, Platinum NRA member, Hayes, Bridgerton cosplayer, Mina, and Lash. I have nothing else I can add to Lash, he is enough in himself. In this video, we'll be covering 4 more Deadlock heroes and what they say about you. So grab your glass of Venator brand holy water, snuggle up in your REM blanket, and book yourselves in at the Baroness for a short weekend stay. Apart from you, Victor, please come back when you've learnt what deodorant is for.
You know it's hard to remember the people we used to be. In my nights, you turned out the lights now.
Paradox. It takes a certain degree of self-loathing and unchained confidence to play Paradox. You enjoy a challenge in life, and you relish in learning from failure. I say this only because you will almost always go positive, blasting everything in sight with your magic time rifle, only to then go on a 15-loss streak and throw your monitor out the window at 2 AM. It's appropriate that Paradox presents with no mouth, as Paradox mains will stay silent all game, flying in and throwing an 8-foot tall mole through a time window before chaining together 6 different stuns, a heavy melee, and a blast from a howitzer in the span of 5 seconds. Your knowledge of the keyboard is second to none. Maybe pocket players, but we'll get to you freaks, don't worry. Also, I know I misgendered them last video by mistake. I'm sorry, please don't hex me. You emerged from the womb having already bound a hotkey to your ability to cry or ask for a warm bottle of gamer subs. It frustrates you then when your plans are foiled by a dynamo leaping into the air over your carefully placed time vortex and sucking you into a black hole, all whilst a Vindicta blows your head smooth off. Although there are the few Paradox players who slip through the cracks, those of you who simply refuse to switch that light bulb head on and instead opt for packing every single ability into making a time bomb so large that it will fracture the very fabric of reality. Paradox players are a rare treat in this game. They roam quietly from lobby to lobby, racking up kills and crashing their rank off a cliff until they finally achieve enlightenment and crack, going off the rails and screaming at their teammates in chat whilst they grind their way to Eternus. Paradox, I salute you, and I wish you the best of luck on your ever-challenging journey.
Is your baby crying? I'll make them stop. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go sleep, little pig. Go to sleep, gone to sleep. Go get time for you.
Rem. One of the newer characters added, Rem players are the most wholesome individuals within the Big Apple, no questions asked. Rem players will always have their teams back, popping back and forth between players like a helpful little flea. They're woefully aware of how adorable and cute they are, and they use this to their advantage. For within their soul, they are harbouring a deep secret. Rem players are all too eager to pull you in with their puppy dog eyes and teeny tiny tail, only to beat you to death with a pillow stuffed with enough bricks to construct a small town. When they're not busy providing Guardian Ward, Slowing Hex, Healing Nova, and 16 other buffs to the Billy who stuffed them in their pocket. Billy run! Billy run! Are you stupid? Rem players are hard at work fashioning their tiny cushion into a weapon of mass destruction. You'll crawl through the sewers on the map, collecting souls and increasing your spirit power, before dropping your pillow on an unsuspecting doorman simply going about his day, sending him into a hypnotic sleep state with a single stare, and flattening him like a watermelon caught under a falling car. Rem players have fun in this game like nobody else, and even when they lose, they'll do so in such a cute way that the entire enemy team will still commend you, just for brightening their day. It's unwritten in the lore of this game that Rem players increase the joy and whimsy of each match by at least 50%, or make the enemy team wish that they were experiencing eternal sleep instead of playing this game. And speaking of upholding the law in these streets... Warden. If anyone is going to lay down the law, it's going to be you. These other players? They're simply guests in this personal arena of yours, where you are judge, jury, and executioner combined. Let me lay it out like this. You're not an actual cop. You are someone cosplaying as a cop at a Comic-Con where a butch alcoholic werewolf and a pansexual snake lady are trying to get busy with each other in the bathroom stalls, and you are very displeased. Not because you're homophobic or anything, no, it's because you simply hate the idea of crime within your server so much that you will violently attack anyone who has committed a microaggression against you. Did their Viscus just dare to enter your lane and cube someone just before you got the final hit? You're going to chase that freak from the deep halfway across the map and make sure he doesn't escape your one-man rage in the cage whilst you handcuff him and pound him senseless. Abrams getting a bit too familiar with the Q button on their keyboard? Simply parry him, put him in the shame box and make him drink humbling alchemical juice while shouting at him to stop resisting. Warden players are the first to initiate fights, and often the last to leave, and if all else fails, you will call upon the dark arts to sap the life from everyone in a 2-mile radius that dares to stand in your way, refusing to die and continuing on your rampage of unlawful crime fighting, just like Batman but without the shining moral compass. But what if you don't want to exert yourself and chase people down? What if you want to bring them to you in the most violent and heinous way possible? Well, Bebop. God help you if a Bebop main sets their sights on you. I hope you familiarise yourself with debuff remover, or you are going to be banished to the Shadow Realm by a psychopathic robot with more explosive ordnance at his disposal than the American military. As Bebop, you have a single job. Pick anyone on the enemy team, preferably the most power-hungry character like a Wraith, Haze, or, God help them, Drifter, reach through the fabric of reality to snatch them from their hiding place 3 city blocks away, attach 6 million bombs directly to their face, and then, as the last step, swiftly uppercut them away whilst they explode into a supernova. And if all of that fails, just fire your all-powerful death beam at the opposing Kelvin whilst he desperately tries to ice skate his way out of certain doom. Did you guys know Bebop used to be able to attach bombs to himself and kamikaze his way into teamfights, eviscerating anyone who stood close enough to catch a glimpse of the exploding sun? Of course you did. You're a Bebop main, and you missed the good old days. Newsflash, everyone else is celebrating your demise. Of course, there are the other Bebop players who swear they didn't mean to accidentally grab the 7 mid-ult just as he was about to secure an enemy team wipe, or when you also swear you didn't mean to grab the enemy Haze just in time for her to empty 16 rounds into your skull while spinning around like a gun-crazed ballerina. Bebop players are a force of nature to be reckoned with, both as an enemy and as an ally. Stay out of their way and they will do their patrons' bidding, just like it's a simple Sunday morning. Carpet bombing everything in sight and reducing New York to rubble, but block their grab or steal their farm as their bombs are about to go off, and you're in for a tirade of verbal abuse that would reduce even the strongest men to a crying mess. Now, Bebop, I love you. Now please, leave me alone. And that's the end of our second journey into the Big Apple. I hope you enjoyed this exploration of some more flavourful characters in the game. I want to say thank you to everyone for the love on the first of these videos. It really does mean the world to me that so many of you got enjoyment out of hearing my ramblings the first time around, and I hope you'll stick around for more to come. Like before, if there's a particular character that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments, and who knows, maybe they'll make an appearance in the next video. If you want to stay up to date on the next video as well, I'd always appreciate you subscribing for more. But until next time, have a good one.